Hi, recording.
Hi,
Alright.
recording. Roll20 is being even less cooperative than usual. It's just loading a white screen.
So,
Mm.
where last we left our heroes, you rescued a little girl,
Hooray!
and
Yay!
then had a couple different excursions. One of you went and bought a horse.
Yep.
As you do.
One of you went on trial,
As you
as you
do.
do, and one of you uh, had their powers stripped from them,
Mm-hmm. As you do.
as you do.
As Karth would
Um,
do.
and that is kind of where we left it. Karth is not doing well. The shard is gone. Long gone at this point. Um, and I believe where we left it, it was starting. You had all finished the trial. You given your brother his horse. You were starting to make your way back to the tavern.
You were regretting giving your brother a horse almost immediately.
Yes, because
Rob, what did you name the horse?
Barf has now shown up.
Ah, yes. What
I named the horse Apollo.
Oh, right. Which I thought was a good name, actually.
Yeah,
And then
And
I'm
then
capable.
Barf showed up.
yeah, Barf showed
Yeah.
up.
Barf showed up before he started naming the horse.
Mm. And I was like,
I was
don't,
showing Barf.
don't name it like that.
And from there, we will actually jump over to Karth. Potentially.
Karth is in the kitchen.
Oh, that's all right. So we're gonna jump back to you all as you're walking back. Is there anything you all would like to do?
Freya turns to them and is like, so did you get thrown in jail? To Grog.
Oh. No.
Oh, good job.
Freya turned up at the end of the trial.
Yes. I don't remember why you
Freya was
didn't
there
get
for the
thrown in
verdict.
jail.
Because Karth isn't. Because Grog is actually a really good orator. It turns out.
Oh, right. Everyone else's excuses were bad. Grog was the only one whose excuse was pretty good.
I mean, if you look at it from a
I'm back, by
standpoint
the way.
of, Grog comes from a place that deals with quite a lot of law.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not actually that surprising that Grog can make good arguments towards is sort of in that regard.
Why torture is good, actually.
There are French fries and corn dogs for you on the counter.
Yippee!
Oh, hell yeah.
That was like a really genuine yippee, which makes me think you're being sarcastic because you never yippee that genuinely.
I'll never tell.
You confused. Is there just a baby screaming in the background?
That's a cat.
It's a cat.
That's what I said.
Yeah. That is a baby.
All right. Does anybody have anything else as you wander back, or shall we jump?
Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wrote it down. Scrolls up past the 7th Sea stuff. I don't know if this was for like now or for later, but you told us to think of things to do. I know what Grog wants to do.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
That's fine then.
Um,
And then I'm good.
So we're gonna jump back to Carthurley then, if no one else has anything they'd like to do on the walk back.
I don't need to have a conversation with Freya about Grog getting arrested because Freya was there.
Okay.
I just didn't
Karth.
remember that part, but you're
Yeah.
right.
Karth,
That's my name.
just checking. This is mostly just to check in. Is there any kind of conversation or anything you'd like to have with any of the NPCs? Because they have all stayed behind with you. A couple of them, Ismark and oh god, why am I forgetting his name? Apto have left to run some errands, but the rest of them have all stayed. And
So who's here?
Irina is actively like stuck you in bed and is like, if you need something, I'll be right here and I will get it for you, and like sort of
Okay.
taking care of you.
Give me
Ben,
a set. I need to roll a
Yep.
wisdom save to see how painfully Karth pack bonds with Irina in this moment of weakness.
Go for it.
I have disadvantage on this because it is a saving throw. Damn. All right.
And I believe
Karth is filled with such intense feelings of self-loathing, he completely resists the bonds of friendship.
yeah. And so Quirk is around. He stayed in the room, but has sort of stayed out of the way. Mostly just
Straight up,
reading.
dude.
And
Harley straight up do not know who Quirk is.
Quirk is what's the winged he's an
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra.
He's
He's a very
our
nerdy Aarakocra.
he's our lore guy, isn't he?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
for the Witchers, if they have a question about a monster or they need to know something, Quirk's their person.
Damn, y'all keep a lore guy on retainer? That's crazy.
They
We
keep a
have
lore
to.
person, they keep a mage, and they keep a blacksmith on retainer.
Y'all really doing the most work to destroy the idea that Witchers work alone. Witchers work in
That's why
squads of
we
5 at this
need to be
point.
paid for everything. That's why we're so keen on being paid for everything, is because our payroll is just
Yeah, we have to
insane.
pay all these other people.
Yeah, and then Tom offered to play cards with you
Oh my
and to
god.
keep you company.
Play cards with Tom. That's the perfect
No, yeah, I'm gonna
cap on
play
this.
cards with Tom. That's my friend.
Yeah, and he sits down and he goes, "So what did you mean exactly last time when we spoke? You were saying that you didn't think I was real."
Himarath wanted me to gut you because Himarath remembers a timeline where you don't exist.
Ah, I well, I'm glad you didn't.
I am too.
Um,
I'm really
but
starting to think that maybe Himarath wasn't a very nice person to be around.
that's fair. That's fair. Well, let me make a saving throw for Tom. uh,
Oh,
oh no.
God, it would
this
be
is
so
Tom.
fucked up if Tom started to doubt his own existence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give
no, Tom's
Tom
sitting
an
there going,
existential
but
crisis.
what is it? At a different time, like, I'm not sure I understand. I am real, I think. Yeah? Right, I'm real. I'm
yeah.
real. And he doesn't really seem to be talking to you in that second. More to
Uh-oh.
himself. But yeah, I'm real. Right, Karth? Right, I'm real.
You're real to me, Tom.
Well, that's very sweet. That's that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. And then he starts dealing another round, and he goes, "So, what's it like now that he's gone? Are you all right? Are you feeling any kind of way, or?"
Arthur's sitting there staring at his cards, and he says, "I can't read anymore."
Well, ah, well, I
Is
know
this a good
cards.
hand? Is this a good hand? It's
Can you? Oh, you can't count either. All right, so that's a one. That's what we call a royal flush. And
oh,
yeah, that's very good. And
okay.
so that's the king and the queen. And he starts explaining the rules of the game. And he goes, "Now, card, I can do cards, and because of cards, I learned to count. But I'll let you in on a secret. I can't read either."
Oh, well, we'll probably have to talk to like Walker about that. I didn't realize how many things Himarath was doing for me after he got into my head.
How long has he been in your head?
What day is it?
Wednesday? No, wait, it's Sunday. It's the last day of the festival.
12,785 days.
Motherfucker can't
Jesus
count, but he can
Christ.
count that high.
Well, no, that's easy. I just counted how many 11 days I survived after I got him.
Why 11?
It's the lifetime of a kobold.
Also, you can count in groups of 11 out your entire lifespan, but you can't count to 5 to know what card you have.
I couldn't read the card.
Cards have pictures on them.
But Harley.
And they
Have-
have the number on them, don't they?
I don't know what the number corresponds to.
It corresponds to the amount of
Right,
pictures
so
on
here,
the card.
you just count the things on there. Whatever there, if you can count to 11, you can count the cards. Maybe we should try dominoes. It's just got the dots and you gotta count them. Hey?
I used to be able to cheat at this. I used to be able to cheat it.
Well, give it a try.
It's so funny to think that Karth would be, quote, counting cards, but he's truly just counting the amount of, like, pictures that are on the card to figure out what number it is.
Arth tries to cheat. I get a 14.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. You'd have fooled most people.
I rolled a 3. I rolled a
14's a 14.
I rolled a...
But no, we'll get it sorted, I think. Don't you worry.
It just feels weird to be stupid again.
Well, I don't think you're stupid.
It feels weird to be a kobold again.
That's what you are. And a mighty fine one at that, if I do say so myself. He sort of sits back, and he sort of stares off into the distance again, and you just see him mouth, "I am real. I am real. Yes, I'm real." And he sort of sits back and starts dealing the cards again for you all to play again. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Garth, while you're...
I would like an egg, please.
Oh, Irina easily gets you a basket of eggs and brings them to you.
Did you know kobold eggs are actually soft when they come out? They only harden after the fact.
That's actually a lot of reptiles do that.
It's like holding a leather ball. And then
Oh,
Karth cracks an egg open and sucks it down.
Tom goes, "I didn't know that. That's very interesting. You know, most of us, well, humans to be specific, we come out kicking and screaming and are kind of helpless and a bit useless for the first, depending on who you ask, the first 10 to 20 years of our lives."
Hold on, actually. How did you conquer the world? Kobolds kill the moment they're conscious. Y'all have to wait 20 years to be able to kill?
You think maybe
No.
that'd be part of it?
We're just, some of us are more useless than others, but I don't know if we conquered the world or not. I've grown
We're
up here my
speaking.
entire life.
Oh, I'm sorry. I assumed everyone. We're speaking human right now. Common is a conlang made by humans for the purpose of trade. It's a remnant of an empire long since fallen. Humans conquered the world and then also lost it.
Well, we weren't too good about it if we lost it, eh?
Oh, all empires fall.
Just like Strahd's will.
I'm gonna make a nest in that guy's chest cavity. It's probably gonna smell bad.
Well, I bet he smells fucking awful.
I mean, he's a count. He probably actually smells really good, but like not on the inside, on the outside.
Hmm. If you're nested in his chest, it would be on the inside then.
I mean, sorry, I should be more specific. I'm sure it'll smell bad to the rest of you.
Fair enough.
I actually don't smell things very much. I mostly taste things.
Yeah. I smell things all right. I hear things okay. I taste things fine. Nothing too out there. My eyesight's pretty good though.
You think Grog's gonna go to jail?
Ah, no, I think Sister Walker and the rest will get him out.
It'd be really hard to bust him out of jail in this state.
Yeah, and I don't think we'll be. I think we would wait until you're feeling better. I think Grog would be fine for a couple of days.
I'm not worried about Grog. I'm worried about everyone else in the jail.
Yeah, I think everyone can handle themselves quite well.
No,
Certainly.
I mean, like Grog has. It doesn't come up much, Tom, but Grog strikes me as the kind of person who takes other people doing bad things very personally. And I'm pretty sure if he finds out anyone in that jail's done anything too serious, we're gonna have another drowning.
Fair. They do say that they're from the Hells, don't they?
Yep. And they're not there because they died, as far as I can figure.
Oh. Wonder if they were born there. I think at this. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think at this point, you can hear the others sort of coming in the downstairs.
Do I hear Grog at all?
Oh yeah. You also
Oh.
hear a very something. Grog is chatting away with something that is chatting back, and it's not a voice. Several voices, one voice. It's hard to tell.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't. Something about that.
I'm just saying, I don't think you should let the fact that you are flying prevent you from learning to do a handstand. Don't let gravity boss you around. That's rule 7.
Gravity wouldn't dare. How dare. I'll kill gravity.
Are you sure this is your baby?
Hello? Are you all right out there?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. John.
Tom?
Pretty close, actually.
Yeah, right?
Not too far off. Anyway, we're not going to jail.
Ah, well, that's good.
Did Walker get you off get the charges dropped?
No.
Who did?
Grog did.
Well, no. Walker made a good argument to start because my argument, which is what the judge said the judge was... Hang on, I'm coming upstairs. Fuck this. What the judge said the judge was going to go with was the argument that I was going to make, which was that the guy was going to die slowly and painfully anyway, so me drowning him in a puddle was actually an act of mercy. Ta-da! But then Freya was like, don't talk, you'll make everything worse. So then I didn't talk.
I didn't say
And
that.
then Walker made an argument where it was like, it's actually Grog's
on.
religion to murder people. And the judge was like, okay. And then the herald was like, and if Grog hadn't killed him, I would have. And the judge was like, lol, you should not be saying that to me. And then the judge walked away and then came back and was like, listen, what's a little blood poisoning between friends? Yeah! And then I got to walk away.
Honestly, not a
Weirdly,
bad
that's
summary.
actually pretty accurate.
No.
Yeah.
So you died?
I can't read anymore.
Lol.
Also, that's not a fair judgment to make of Asmodeans. Their religion isn't to kill people. It's to punish the wrongdoings of people, usually by killing them.
Technically, I didn't actually say that it was his religion. I did say it was his culture.
I'm sorry, Karth, look about 2 feet above Grog's head. What the fuck is that?
I am trying incredibly hard to not look at that, actually.
A baby and it's gross.
I'm sorry, did you say Tyr gave birth to a baby?
We think so.
The fuck did we miss? We were just playing cards.
Oh, not right now. Like in the fucking maze that you didn't bother helping with. Tyr
What
posed
maze?
as a baby.
Oh, there's a
Damn.
wizard tower inside Tyr's snuff box.
And some mechanical balls. Stupid. Oh fuck. We should see if the old guy likes the wizard tower or not. He keeps wandering around being like, I think there's something around here that I need. And like, I don't know, maybe it's his fucking wizard tower.
Did he say that?
Yeah!
Oh.
He's been interrogating random people on the street for the past like 3 days.
He has?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's not my fault you guys don't pay attention to the most awesome member of our party.
I thought that was
I
you.
pay it.
I know when I'm beat.
What the fuck?
Fair enough.
I can't make a mud chandelier.
Well, I saw
To be fair,
the mud
that
chandelier.
is almost certainly magic.
No, he's just very good. If it was magic, it'd be easier.
I'm very confused.
When
Oh.
are you not?
They have like a house. They're building a house beneath the tree out back.
Yeah.
I've been watching them do it from the barn for like the last week. Pretty much since we got into town, actually.
It keeps him occupied.
It's really impressive the amount of mud they've excavated from under that tree, considering that, well, it's a full-grown oak tree. I've kind of figured it would have collapsed in on its own weight by this point, but I guess that wizard's really good at mud architecture.
All right then.
Anyways, to answer your actual question, Tom, I'm trying really hard not to look at it.
There was
Because
oh, right.
the idea that we've traded one weird eldritch god being for a second weird eldritch god being is deeply, deeply upsetting to me.
What the fuck is this weed?
Actually,
Just
hold on a
because
second.
your buddy ripped a crystal out of your chest doesn't mean we don't get to hang out with Barf.
Its name
Its
is
name-
Barf.
Tyr.
Garth and Tom Benny must say that in unison.
Its name is Barf.
Tyr named him.
Grog gestures to Tyr with like both hands, doing like the ta-da motion. Its name is Barf.
All right. To be fair, I was going a bit insane in that mind prison I was in.
Yeah, no.
But
in his
it has a way
defense,
to it.
he did not realize that he was a disembodied soul, and so he'd managed to like psychically convince his astral self that he was dehydrated and starving to death, which is impressive. We normally have to like talk people in, like most people figure out they're a ghost after a while. You have to like trick them, be like, no, you're a real body, look. But you did it to yourself. Listen, if you ever die and go to hell, look up not for me, because they are like a bro. and you would be very easy to torture, and I feel like they deserve it.
What?
Barf, I have a question.
Yes, yes, yes.
First off, hi, my name's Karth.
Hello, Carth. Hello, Carth. Hello, Uncle Carth. Hello, Carth. Hello, Uncle Carth.
You're an uncle now. Congratulations.
Okay, I have two questions. One of them is for everyone who isn't Barf. What is an uncle?
Oh, it's one
your
of the
father's
stupid
brother.
words that humans use. So, like, humans have this thing where you have, like, mother and daughter, or, like, man and son, and, like, husband and wife. And then you've got, like, niece and nephew, and then literally everyone else is just a cousin.
Think of it this way. We do form attachments to our families, which I know is a little bit different than the way you kobolds do.
We
It's
form
like
attachments. It takes a bit.
no, right. But for us, it's pretty structured. So the one who gave birth to you was your mom. The one who helped your mom get pregnant in the first place, that's your dad. And then your mother and father's siblings are your aunties and your uncles.
Okay.
I mean,
So he's implying that you're Tyr's brother.
Cool. All right, Barf, are you at all familiar with the name Himarath?
Oh, Barth is gonna make a roll. Hold on. No, it doesn't sound like a name. Doesn't sound like a name from the womb. Nope, not from the womb. Not from the womb. Not in the womb. Don't know him. Don't know him. Don't know him.
Cool. He's a dick. If you ever meet him, don't believe a thing he says.
what
Yeah.
is your fucking problem? Just because he got ripped out your chest by someone else, you're mad at him? You would have drowned. Instead, he put you in an egg. That's like kind of cool.
Grog,
Yeah.
I've got 35 years worth of problems with Himarath.
But he put you in an egg.
I would have rather he just let me die.
I mean, we can kill you now if you want.
No, I want to live now. He's gone. I want to live. If
So
my
I guess
choice,
the other.
if my my
Is there a
circumstances
god of
are
knowledge? Why do you wait? What was the don't trust? Barf. Karth's mad at his whatever. Don't. It's fine. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
You said don't trust anything he says. Isn't he like a god of knowledge? Isn't he
Yeah.
like one of the few people you can trust?
You can't
he's
trust
an
gods necessarily.
he's an elder. He's an old god, Grog, which means that he has a vested interest in returning to being a regular god. Because so how much do you, Grog, know about cosmology?
I'm going to go to bed.
Cosmetology.
I mean, what fucking listen. There's a lot of cosmos-toology. You can't expect me to remember all of them. Like some of them, they're just a bunch of plates stacked together, and some of them are flying around in the sky. And like, whatever.
Okay, well, the one that we're a part of, and I'm going to keep this short, it operates cyclically. And at the end of every cycle, all of the gods that exist in that cycle become old gods. They become immensely more powerful, but they stop being able to do god things mostly.
Okay.
If an old god ever becomes a regular god again, they get to keep the extra power.
Okay.
So Himarath has a vested interest in becoming a normal god again. And if that happens, he will be powerful enough that he won't just be able to supplant our current god of knowledge, he might upend the entire cosmos as it exists,
Okay.
I don't
which is
feel-
why you can't trust him.
I mean, to be fair, maybe a real world example. Grog, look at me. Do you see me?
Yeah.
If I hold out my hand, can you feel my hand? And he holds out his hand.
Grog like pokes it a couple times, like, sure.
He said I didn't exist.
I mean,
What's that supposed to mean, Grog? I exist, right? Right? And he kind of looks up to Freya and Walker and to like, I do exist, right?
Do you think you
I'm
exist?
just saying, the only person we know or the only person telling us that Himarath was lying is Karth.
I'm not
And
saying
Karth,
he's lying. I'm saying you can't trust him.
because he wants to supplant the cause. Why do I care?
Because you live in it.
Whatever.
Because you live in it.
For now.
Hmm.
Like, it's fine. The god of knowledge is a different guy. Okay. Sure.
You're straining to understand me.
I'd also like to point out, Karth, you called yourself stupid earlier. A stupid person would not know all of this.
That's true.
This isn't smart. This is rote memorization.
That's
There
literally
are
what
some
being smart
fairly-
is, you dumbass.
There are some fairly significant portions that would argue that is in fact smart.
Okay,
It's
but
a
I
part
can't.
of intelligence. It's a
Okay,
part
but
of it.
until I relearn how to read for myself, I'm not going to be able to rote memorize anything new.
That's
Ergo,
fine. Like, most people eventually get too old to remember new things anyway. Can we circle back to the bit where your god said that Tom wasn't real? What the fuck was up with that?
oh, so about 2 days after we left Barovia Village, Himarath, just kind of jumped to the forefront of my brain, freaking out because he, and I'm quoting him here, had never met that guy before in his entire existence about Tom. And then I was like, well, that doesn't make sense because that's Tom. He's our friend. And then Himarath was like, is he? And Himarath showed me a timeline where we never met Tom because Tom didn't exist.
Wait. So you're saying we shouldn't trust that because Himarath wants to take over the universe? So from the way I see it, there's two options. One, you're still kind of salty and unrelated. Himarath was right, and something weird's up with Tom. Or Tom is the key to a god taking over the universe. And that meant that Himarath, who's apparently like super evil now, even though he's been fine chilling with us for the last fucking 3 weeks or whatever, had a vested interest in making you not trust Tom, which, like, no offense, Tom, I don't think you're the key to taking over the universe.
I don't think anyone said that was the case.
Then why would the Elder God lie about you specifically and no one else?
But
Isn't
Karth,
that a good question?
I do exist, though.
Yes, very obviously. You're right
and then
there.
Irina also speaks up because I've known Tom since I was a child.
If it's an alternate timeline thing, that's irrelevant. Like, yes, we're all going to have long, fond memories of Tom because it's an alternate timeline. I just think discounting what an elder god said just because Karth had a fight with him and now they're like they've broken up is a bit silly.
Also,
Queer-
I want to just say that I didn't say that he would take over the cosmos. I said he would supplant it. The implication was supposed to be that it would be more of a passive thing that just happens because of his existing. Not that he was going to like actively make war on the god.
Lowers a
Queer-
hand over Karth's
um,
face and goes, either you get to keep having little speeches like that, or you get to keep saying you're stupid. By the end of tonight, you will have to have picked one. Okay? Thank you so much.
Quirk also speaks up from the back. He goes, "Well, may I interject?
Yeah, go ahead, guy.
I've
I don't think
done
you've
a
ever
little bit of
talked
research.
before.
I've spoken several times
Not on
to you
screen.
quite often.
Not on screen.
I have, but
Okay, go ahead,
quite
Quirk.
Fucking frail looking through the goddamn script. Quirk has lines. Quirk has...
I've done a little bit of research. Well, one, Grog. There's many scholars that do believe that Himarath is, in fact, evil. Just baseline. Those it's disputed because there's not many writings to go off of. However, it would not be uncommon for old gods to just want to murder all of the new gods. Gods tend to be very petty, and don't like being supplanted.
Neat.
And as a god of knowledge, that doesn't mean they're honest about anything. Take Vecna, for example. A god of knowledge wants to keep it all to himself, and is literally a god of lies and secrets, as well as knowledge. So that doesn't actually mean anything, really.
Was Himarath the god of lies and secrets as well as knowledge?
Mostly just the god of knowledge and magic.
The god of attaining knowledge, specifically.
Yeah, I will remind you all that part of my deal with Himarath was that I would get him a new body so that he could go back to studying how the universe works.
Oh yeah, I remember that
I think that's
pretty
what
well.
most wizards do.
Yeah, except most wizards also don't contain the ability to pull the universe apart thread by thread in the process.
Whatever.
That's what
It's
being a
likely
wizard
that he
does.
doesn't actually have that power currently.
What?
I said it's likely he doesn't actually have that power currently. Some scholars believe that gods' powers are directly linked to their followers. And if the only really true follower was your friend Drindar, then, well,
I think
and
the
you,
issue...
for a time, then, well, he can...
I mean, that's how it works for regular gods.
Oh.
Like Pelor.
But hold on.
Old gods are different. They're like consolidated energy.
Yes, but that energy can only do so much other than exist.
That's why he wants a physical body. Imagine all that
he
energy.
also will need followers to help focus it.
What if,
theoretically speaking,
what if all the followers of Strahd became followers of Himarath in one instant when Himarath took over Strahd's body?
Probably
We're
not that
assuming
bad. Aren't there like what? How many fucking people are in Barovia?
We're also assuming
couple
that a
thousand.
god with a single follower, a fragment of a god with a single follower, can take over the lord of this realm in his own realm.
That's true. It's a demi-plane, and he's the fucking... I forget it. Like, he's the goo god of the realm. Like, it's a big fucking deal.
Well, it depends on his connections to the creatures that created this demi-plane. The Dark Lord. Well, that made
tell
a
Strahd
Dark
that there's an
Lord.
elder god coming for him, and then Strahd and him are Strahd and Drindar, who is 100% gonna eat that crystal because Dodoy
Why would we tell
can
Strahd
have a fight,
anything?
and then we can scrape up the bits of Drindar that are left. You know, gestures at Karth. If you still want them, otherwise you
I,
can bury her in a shoebox somewhere.
I listen. I would just like to kill Strahd and then go home.
That's the
Also
plan.
fair.
Honestly, we could just leave Drindar here in Barovia.
Well, that seems
Because, like,
irresponsible.
I don't know what's gonna happen to Barovia when Strahd dies.
Nothing
Did
good.
any of us
Strahd
get?
looks at Palor, the Palor person, and the Raven Queen person goes,
I mean, given that the good gods are here, my guess was either A, it ends up back in whichever fucking cosmology it's meant to be in,
Well,
or
it's still in
B,
the cosmology.
everyone dies and their souls are set free.
Yeah.
and then looks at Irina and goes, sorry.
The demiplane is still in the prime cosmology. It's just in like a bubble.
Sure.
Uh,
Anyway,
so I just
I-
rolled really quick before you did. I just rolled for Quirk here really quickly, and he's going to interject something just so before we move on. He goes, we don't know much about the beings that created these planes, especially not where Strahd, what powers Strahd made deals with. Has anyone
Yeah.
considered the fact that it could have been? Oh my!
What?
Please
What?
finish your
Finish the
sentence.
sentence.
Emirath is an old god,
You think
Yeah.
Himarath made this plane?
or
How would him
maybe one of his. Do you know about his others? The other gods from his pantheon?
I know that Himarath didn't like them.
Well, we know
Enemy of
now.
my enemy.
I'm aware of the fact that the reason why Himarath told me to show up for this job was because he wanted Strahd's body, and also because he told me he was also doing it as a gift to the Raven Queen and Palor, which implies to me that he likes the new set of gods more than he likes the old set of gods. But that might just be because the new gods aren't a threat to him. Also, the Raven Queen is a neutral god. Grog.
I mean, it's relative. Anyway, no one has given me a good explanation for why Himarath would lie about Tom specifically and literally no one else.
I don't think he.
You exist though.
You do.
I think we can assume that Norath potentially had reasons for many things that he did, and at least some of those appear to be increasingly overpowering Karth, which we saw him do at least a couple of times. Fracturing the group and the group morale and the group bonds is a pretty good way to start undermining a support system if you were, for example, planning on entirely overtaking one of your two followers.
Okay,
That's
but getting Karth to not trust Tom is like the lamest way to try to start fracturing this group possible.
Oh no, it was absolutely working. I told Walker and Irina sort of about this like a week and a half ago before we even got into town, and I was entirely planning to probably kill Tom.
And you didn't tell me. Wow.
I
Tom
didn't.
looks at Irina and went, "You knew?"
To be fair, Irina actually only tangentially knew because during the process of telling her, she also had to physically speak with Himarath, and she mostly freaked out and passed out.
I don't think that's tangentially knowing. I think that's she was almost told and then passed out.
I mean, she probably. I mean, he's a brain god. Just because you didn't hear him say a thing doesn't necessarily mean he didn't tell you it.
Yeah, well, looks at Irina. Did you know?
I knew something of it, but I wasn't. It was all very confusing.
So, is
Tom,
the
I'm
theory.
sorry. And Tom goes, "I think I need some air," and he just walks out of the room.
So, is the theory we're going with that Himarath lied about Tom specifically to try and make the party split up, even though Himarath needed Strahd's body, and there is no way that Karth is killing that guy by himself?
I think it was potentially a first step. I would be very surprised if something as old as Himrath only had one plan.
Listen, I just think it's more likely that maybe Tom is from an alternate timeline.
I could absolutely kill him or Strahd by myself. It would just take like a week.
And he's just gonna let you do that?
No.
He's just gonna stand there and
I
let
don't
you
think you can
poke him?
poison.
What? No, I would have to set up probably an elaborate series of traps and then figure out how to lead Strahd into them, and then have the traps do it. But the point is that I could do it.
Hey, remember the bit where he just like magically appeared in front of the Herald and like gloated and then teleported away, apparently? I don't think this dude is like physically walking into a noose, like under a bunch of leaves, and then he ends up dangling from a tree and goes, "Oh no, my evil plan! No!"
That would be hilarious.
I think that is exactly what would happen because he would expect me to plan a better plan.
I mean, Barovia's been around for, let's be real, probably like a bajillion years. He's fought a bajillion adventuring parties. He definitely knows that some people can just make bad plans. I think if you had a chance of beating that guy by yourself, a bunch of gods wouldn't have gotten together and been like, we should send multiple people. Whatever the fuck person I was with.
Grug looks around the room.
Who are you looking for?
I came with someone.
How?
They were like the.
How long ago?
Like.
Yeah, that's right.
No, like. I like you all keep saying I was sent by Asmodeus, and like technically I was, but like I wasn't the one Asmodeus picked to go to Barovia. I was just in the room trying to like.
Queer goes, oh, you mean them? And pulls out from under the bed just the body of Damien as well as several animals just all gently hovering and T-posing, and went, they started to scare me, so I put them under the bed, and then shoves them back on.
Oh no!
Who the fuck was that?
Have you been feeding those?
They don't eat. They don't. They just hover and hum, and they're very upsetting.
Man, Quirk, how much other weird shit have you been dealing with in the background?
There was a leech monster, and there was so much happening. There was a theater.
Oh,
and it
like a
was...
leech monster that came with them?
No, it attacked us on the road. They came with me, technically speaking.
Oh, okay.
Last time they were normal was at was I think sometime on the road, but there was a leech monster that tried to eat us. And we
Listen,
ran away.
Quee, it's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure we're still gonna be able to beat Strahd, whether or not we have an army of monsters, or, me.
Okay.
We're gonna have to dispose of those at some point.
The monsters?
No, the points under the bed.
Just the gently humming and
How do you, like...
We could
Can we-
leave them with the aunties. I feel like at this point, if you tethered them down, they'd spin really well in the field. You could make
Oh,
you could make
yeah.
fairly good scarecrows out
I'm
of
Be a
them.
trying
really
to get
good
rid of them. They
scarecrow,
keep
even.
reappearing. It's terrifying.
Wait, they follow you?
No, you all. I'm just trying to keep them from you. I do my best.
Quee. What? Why did you think that was a good idea?
You're all really busy.
What? Walker spent the last, 2 days getting drunk with her new boyfriend and setting giant balls of wood on fire. You could have told us that one of the original party members is, I don't know, fucking floating.
Oh shit. It just occurred to me. I just want to point out. Still haven't had the conversation with the sheriff and Irina back with their siblings. That has yet to
Oh yeah,
happen.
we sort of approached it.
Yeah, with him, and Irina's was turned to stone at the time.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
none
how
of
did
our
we-
fucking business.
Wait, hold up. How did we unpetrify Irina again?
The hags did it.
The hags.
Right. Okay.
But anyway,
Well, okay. So, is there anything else that you've been sat on and are secretly hiding from us?
I don't think so. Let me check my notes.
Oh, that's not very
Wait. I don't remember if I. Oh, I didn't give these to you. Here you are. Have 4 potions of healing.
Oh.
Oh,
Grug
wait,
looks at them
Quirk.
and just immediately leans over towards Karth's bag and just kind of shoves them in.
Oh, wait, Quirk, the items that my guy gave you to deliver to me, throw those away.
Mhm.
We don't need those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they're actually technically the 4 healing potions for the witches. Forget. Vanon made them. You had him make healing potions.
Those are ours. Give me that.
Yeah, here you are.
Grog just passes Karth's bag with the 4 potions shoved in over to Freya.
You're gonna need to make a check against getting cut by one of my 15 daggers to get those out.
Who?
You phrase shit in the weirdest way, my dude.
You're gonna afraid. Oh,
Okay, so it was just one of our party members is doing that, and you had 4 potions, and that's it. We're all good?
Yep, that was it.
Great. I'm gonna need 2 things from you. 1, I need you to take a deep breath in and out. 2, I'm gonna need you to take a nap because you seem crazy.
I
Okay?
breathe out.
I said out.
Oh,
Oh my
hey,
god.
I'll take it out.
Alright,
Also,
please.
Cars, I heard you say I could teach you to read if you wanted.
Uh, uh
You too, Tom. If you'd let anyone really who wants to learn, I don't
Oh,
mind.
Tom
I
went
know
out.
how to
By the
read.
way, someone who's like more invested in Tom should go check on Tom.
uh
Not you.
I'll go check on
Hey.
Tom.
Wow, really? Okay.
I'm the one
okay.
who cares the least about the outcome of this.
Okay, have fun.
Freya goes
You
downstairs.
you literally are meant to be in bed. This is the one anyone says to do something. We are not talking about you. There is currently a hole in your chest large enough that I could fit my hand in it and use you like a gross muppet.
Don't
Stop.
fist the hole.
Actually,
I was only vaguely planning on it.
I feel like I've been used like a weird Muppet for long enough, so I'd appreciate if you didn't do that.
Then stay in bed and I won't have to.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is everybody doing?
Staying in bed so Grog doesn't fist me.
Damn right.
I'm going to check on
So-
Tom to make sure he hasn't existentially exploded.
Okay, cool. So we'll do that conversation in a second. So what I was thinking, so over the next few days while Karth recovers, you all have a little bit, because we haven't really done this much, a little bit of downtime. I know I said this last week to kind of think about what you want to do during that downtime. So we'll circle back to that. And Karth, you do get a couple of days where you can be up and about at least a little bit. But we'll start. Well, actually, Freya, we'll start with you after your conversation with Tom, and then I'll work my way down the list as I see it.
Okay, if I go downstairs, do I find Tom or?
He is not down in the. You go downstairs, but you have to go downstairs on the outside. Yeah, you do find him. He's outside. He's walked a little bit away and is sitting on sort of a stump.
Freya walks up behind him. It's like, Tom, you good?
Well, apparently everyone's debating my existence, so no.
I mean, that's just a reality of traveling in a party like this. Sometimes existences get doubted.
Is
Happens
that
all the
really
time.
true?
Yeah, all the time. Happened to me a few times. You know, Witcher stuff, things get weird. We think things might have gotten weird in the past. Um, so that's why
I'm
you
not a
gotta,
witcher.
yeah.
I
Yep, that's true.
can can
Yes.
I confide in you?
Freya squints. It's like, sure. There,
Well,
there is an unsaid if you must at the end of that, but
okay.
she doesn't.
I with all this talk of me not existing, it's good. I've been having strange dreams.
Hmm. How strange.
They're consistent, and that's what makes them strange. I've never had reoccurring dreams before. It's
All right.
always the same. I'm on a road filled with fog, and I see something, sort of tall creature, The proportions aren't right, though.
Like, how? What,
It's
describe it.
always in shadow. It's a shadowy creature, tall, maybe in a cloak.
Hmm. This this
Looks,
do, this doesn't look like the shadowy creature that I saw that one time.
100% sounds like the shadowy creature you've seen.
Hmm.
I
Freya
can feel it.
does not let on that.
I can feel it pull it on me. I don't know. I don't like it.
What direction is it pulling you?
Towards it.
Hmm.
But not like physically, just like something's pulling me towards it, but it makes me feel sick.
Is that consistent with when I saw it?
No,
Did I
no.
have a similar feeling?
It's made you feel very uneasy, but it's never made you feel sick.
Hmm.
More of you felt strongly drawn towards it.
Freya thinks about this. It's like, how long have these dreams been happening? How often?
Since since after since the night we camped after the your brother tried to fight the darkness.
Hmm.
No,
No.
no, that's not true. I had it once before then. When we were camping and you said you'd seen the owl bears.
How long ago was that?
It was a while, like a week ago at this point.
Yeah, like how long before when we camped after the shadows?
So that was one of the that was probably the time before. It's probably 3 or 4 days before.
Hmm. Hmm.
That was also the first night you saw it.
Uh-huh. Freya's like, ah, well, if that happens in the future, tell me, because it sounds like something I've seen before.
It's every night.
Every night, same dream, same thing happens.
Yeah.
Hmm. If there was a way for me to see this, I wouldn't mind looking into it for you, but I don't think I don't think the snuff box is made to do that sort of thing, even though it has dreams written on it.
Yeah, but you remember you were the I believe they explained how that works to you. You were
Oh,
explained that you
yeah,
were
they did.
when you hold it or when you take the snuff, you're supposed to think of the thing that you dream of the most,
Hmm.
and when you think of that, it'll send you to the correct location rather than where you all were ending up.
So maybe we could look into that.
We definitely could.
Oh, hey, dear.
You think, oh, hello, Tyr. Oh, hello. Hello, Tyr.
Tyr is awfully quiet for a man wearing plate mail.
So, what are you think you've seen it before? It's
I've had I've had run-ins with this entity as well, but mine weren't dreams. Mine were, well, I don't think they were dreams anyway.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Which is why I'm saying we should look into it. I don't know if you know this, but I usually don't suggest doing things that I'm not getting paid for. She says,
Look,
kind of
I'm just
tongue-in-cheek.
he leans in and goes, I've got no money, unfortunately, but
Well,
I could work it off.
as I said, this one's on the house.
I
Don't
wish
tell
it should
Grog, though. I have a reputation to uphold.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Hmm. Tyr, you got that box on you?
I sift around through my things and I say, "Yep, right here."
Alright, we're gonna do a little test with this.
Okay,
All right.
can I be a part of the test?
Sure. We should tell the others what we're going to do, though.
Hey. Oh, absolutely not. I'm not much of a talker, anyways. So,
You don't want to tell them?
oh, do I not want to tell them? I mean, I don't think we have to.
I think if we end up
Well,
stuck in some dream realm, we should probably let them know that we decided to do this.
I do the quick mental math and I say, I think we should at least let Walker know.
Yes,
They
that's who
seem
I
to be
was
the most
also.
responsible.
That's who I was going to suggest as well.
Okay, we could let Walker know.
Let's let Walker know. Maybe Walker will advise against it.
I bet Walker will advise against it.
Hmm. All right. Tyr, go find Walker.
I uh I transport to Walker.
Tyr
Yes.
teleporting around.
Yeah, my eyes roll back in my head. I go, ah, and then I transport out of existence.
Blip. You end up on the astral plane. You have a very horrifying experience. Then you blip back
Oh,
into
you're back.
reality.
Oh, hello, Walker.
Did you forget something?
Hello. Yes.
Walker, we are going to be going into the dream world
The
to
what?
help Tom.
Wait,
What's wrong with Tom?
what dream world?
The one I was in.
That was
That was a wizard's tower, you fucking
Well,
imbecile.
so hold on. Let me explain a little bit better.
That was a
Good
wizard.
idea. Good idea.
So
This is why I had Tyr
No,
the way
I've
do.
that
just, hold on. Actually, I've decided I'm smart. Fuck this. That was a wizard's tower. That was.
so the snuff box that I have. um, if you take the snuff and you think about
oh,
a
you're gonna
place
use
or a
the
thing,
magic to yeah, like the hag said.
yes, exactly.
I
Why?
thought you found like a different like dream world and it just forgot to fucking tell us.
Here
Okay,
pulls
you're
out
gonna
his list
go
of
in.
8
Give
different dream worlds that
me
he's
one
been
moment.
to.
Talk amongst yourselves real quick.
So
You're
wait,
Why?
teleporting.
you're gonna use the snuff box to go inside Tom's dreams.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also,
I want to point out it. You think of what you dream of most. It's supposed to teleport you to the correct location.
Yeah, I don't.
correct
I don't
It's
think
not,
that
it
location,
doesn't
works.
actually
not
put you. It's fine.
necessarily that dream. Yes.
I don't think it has the ability to put you inside dreams at all. Maybe. I think it may be a material plane only thing, but I don't also think it's necessarily out of character that everyone would misunderstand that.
Oh, that's
We
very fair.
we only have our one interaction with it so far. Um, Freya is also going to find the wizard.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
He just pops up behind you.
Okay.
could you come here for a second?
I am here.
Why?
No, I mean follow me.
Grug
Yes.
gets up.
He waddles after you.
Freya's gonna take the wizard to Tyr, who has the box.
We're gonna assume you're all in the same room so we can keep
Yes.
having this conversation.
Yes.
No one has answered my question as to why.
Oh,
Nope.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you later. Hold on. Tyr, show him the box.
That's a nice box.
Do you recognize this?
Nope.
All right. Tyr, put the box away.
It's a really nice box.
It's a wizard tower.
No.
Yeah, you can like go inside it, and there's a maze with a bunch of mechanical bulls in it.
Ah, that's clever.
Okay, I'm back.
I
Hello.
guess.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
You weren't here. I was having you show items to people. That's okay. You didn't miss much.
Okay.
I just said, Tyr,
Well-
show the wizard the box, so then Tyr put the box away.
Okay.
Wait, so what exactly are we doing?
Well, the box said, it says dreams on it, and then it says to think of what you dream of most, and it'll take you to the correct location, which a little voice inside my head has told me might just be not the dream itself, so it might not actually be helpful.
Oh.
I'm willing to try anything.
Alright, let's try it.
I guess
Fuck it.
I guess I'll say. So I've been having nightmares, the
Yes.
same one over and over again, and Freya was just gonna help me out. That's all.
Oh. Okay.
I was
Can I-
thinking.
Actually, hang on. Wait.
Yes.
Oh, I
As
paid her.
funny
I
as
paid.
it would
I paid
be-
Freya to do it. By the way,
No, I'm not.
About 100 gold paid her.
No. Oh my
Made
God.
back my horse money.
Listen.
Grug, perception check. 100 gold is a big number.
I think you mean insight.
Whatever.
Insight.
I think you mean in. Grog immediately. No, you fucking
Oh my
didn't.
God.
Don't lie to me.
So FYI, we got a nat 20 from Tom.
Oh no.
Oh my. For a total of.
23.
Damn.
Damn.
Because Tom is proficient with deception.
That's suspicious.
Hold up. Tom is proficient with deception, but still only has a +3?
Tom is not a very strong character.
Yeah, I was gonna say, everybody disregard Tom as a threat. Tom is apparently a normal villager. A normal.
Walk is not 100%.
But I will say with the hold on. So with the natural 20 though, Grog. You don't believe it, but you're not sure what part. You know Tom is lying about something in this moment, but you don't know if it's the amount. You don't know if it's that he's... You're not sure what Tom is lying about here, but Tom's lying about something.
Yeah, so Grog just goes,
Never mind. Whatever. As I was saying, as funny as it would be to let you guys do this, are we 100% sure that if you try and use the magic teleporting box to go inside Tom's head, you are not just going to reappear inside his skull, killing him instantly?
That didn't happen when we used it when Tyr was in there.
No, but that's because we just ended up inside the maze.
Because we weren't
You were
thinking about
trying to
something.
use the secondary function to get to the thing that you want most, to get inside Tom's dreams. Sure. Are you 100% sure it's not just gonna physically teleport you into his head?
100%? Absolutely not. 99% sure, probably not.
Reaches in and takes it and goes, so I'm supposed to think of what I dream of most. Is that like really dream or like what I wish I had?
I mean, I
Like
was
that
taking
kind of
it
dream.
literally.
It's magic. I don't. Probably yes.
Most people don't dream of a lot of things. You know, like most people don't have reoccurring dreams. So it would be very. What do I do?
Walker's going to reach over and cast protection from evil and good on him.
Oh.
And just go, I don't know if this is a great idea, a good idea, or a bad idea.
I don't think
we got you.
I don't work. I'll think of both. I'll think of what I dream of a lot, literally, and also what I dream of. I'll think of both.
At the
No,
same time.
no. Hold on.
Just
You're
the
gonna-
dream you have most regularly.
Yeah, you're gonna mix your metaphors. We're gonna end up fucking.
Right, but if it's wrong, and it's what do you dream of most, like, you know, wish upon a star kind of shit.
I don't think it's meant to be aspirational.
I mean, it
Are you sure?
could be.
All right.
Are we sure about that?
I'll be fine.
I aspire to see what happens when you take this snuff.
I'll take 2 just in case, right? Take the spare.
Yeah, take 1 in case we need to do a return trip. If you end up somewhere and I am not there in like, let's say 10 minutes, because time works differently, we found out. Did we find that out in character?
That was the kind. Yes.
Okay.
We can assume
from Tyr's story. Yes.
Right. Because Tyr was in there for like weeks. It felt like to him. Yeah. Okay. So like, give it like 10 minutes. If I don't show up, just take the other one and come out.
Right.
All
Think
right.
of the dream I have repeatedly. Right. And he takes the snuff and vanishes.
All right. Well, I guess I better follow him.
I'm like 100% sure that it's the thing that you aspire to, because Tom's right. Most people don't have recurring dreams.
Can I come with?
Sure, you can come with. Anyone else want to
Okay.
come? We got
Fuck it, why not?
what 10 of these? Tom
Let's
took
fucking
2.
go, baby.
Tom
Yeah,
took
there's
2,
enough-
so we're down
there's-
to 8.
There's enough for 10 round trips.
Oh, okay. So I'll take
So
a
you
round
have
trip.
9 round trips left. Yeah, you've got plenty.
Okay.
Technically, the whole party could go.
Yes,
Except for
it is
Karth,
designed
because
for the whole party
Except for-
to go.
Except for Karth, because Karth is busy being swaddled in blankets and fed eggs.
Karth is on bed rest for the foreseeable future. All right, I think about figuring out what the fuck is going on with that shadow guy, and I take the thing.
Is that your dream?
I mean, that's a aspirational dream.
Okay. What does everybody else do?
The last time, correct me if I'm wrong, the last time we did this and we had people go in together, they happened to be physically touching one another, correct?
No.
Oh, well, I can't fucking go then, because I can't direct myself to the place where this would be. So, I will chill.
What do you mean?
I can't go. I can't direct myself. I don't know enough about Tom's dream to go into it. Therefore, I cannot follow. I will just end up in a different place.
I see.
Okay.
Oh, I don't. I'm confused. I thought you were supposed to focus on your own dream.
I thought the whole point was to go and see what's happening with Tom specifically.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
focusing on my own aspirational dream ain't gonna do shit. I would need to have the information to be able to focus on Tom's dream, which I don't.
Who else is going?
I'm going.
All right, Tyr, what do you think of?
I think of is there like the shadow creatures that we fought in the forest, right?
Yeah. You know
Yeah, so
of
I just
those?
think of those.
Okay, cool.
I think of those.
So you
You're
vanish as well.
absolutely fucking this up.
No,
Well,
I'm
with
not.
Freya,
Hold on,
and
hold
then
on, hold on, hold
and
on.
then
I think of this.
you're all gone. Nope, you said it. So you all
Fuck.
vanish,
All right.
and you all appear.
Okay.
At and you find Tom. They say, "Oh, hello. It's been about 5 minutes."
Oh, okay.
And you all are sitting at the top of the staircase that leads down into the maze. The same spot you teleported in before.
Tyr, does this look correct to you?
Yes.
Tyr randomly got stuck somewhere in the maze.
Ah,
When you all went after Tyr, this is the place you spawned in.
right.
But generally, like the like walls and stuff look the same, right?
Mm,
Yeah, it's the maze. Yep.
yep.
Yeah, that's how I took that question. Is like it
I
looks
see.
generally like the yeah.
Freya's like,
Like I may have not seen this place before, but yes, it looks like the place I was in.
mm-hmm. Freya's
You were
like,
here.
I
You
don't think
passed it at some point.
you were here when I went in and grabbed you. Did I grab you out at the end of that?
No, the
No,
herald
no.
came in.
Yes. Right. This is the spot at the top of the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was at the top of the stairs then. I was at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you've been to the top of the stairs before.
Yeah.
So this is the spot where everyone seems to and if Grog had come along, Grog would also know this spot.
Yeah.
This is the spot everyone seems to come in.
Yep.
And enter the maze.
Grog did not come along because Grog hated being in here last time.
Yeah, this place sucks. Freya turns to Tom and is like, I don't think it worked.
No, I don't think. This sounds like the place you talked about before.
Yeah. Alright, well. Do you wanna
Out we go, I guess.
yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah. And you all take the snuff again?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you guys are back. Did you have fun in Tom's dream?
It wasn't Tom's dream. It was still the maze.
Wow. Well, did you have fun anyway?
I mean, there
Irina,
were
hold
no
on.
mechanical bulls there this time, so
Weird.
more
Irina,
fun
open
than
the
last time.
open the window so I can yell at them, Irina. Open
We were only in there for like 30 seconds this time, so nothing really had the chance to happen.
Was it still the tower?
It was
Yep.
it was the start of the maze. It wasn't the tower itself.
Do you
Told
want me
you
to-
so.
Yeah. Do you want me to bring you down so you don't have to yell, or are you good?
Nah, I'm done.
Okay.
I want to throw an egg at Tyr real quick.
Why?
Make an attack roll. No proficiency, so it's just your
I
dexterity.
try to catch it.
Disadvantage. Sure, make a so 14, does a 14 hit?
No.
Tyr in
So
armor.
make a
You just see like an egg,
make a dexterity check.
just an egg like get pathetically tossed out the window in Tyr's general
That's
direction.
save, just a dex check.
Oh shit! Whoops.
I mean, it's still just a 4 for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 16. You do manage to catch the egg.
Whoa.
I
Not
catch it,
hands,
and in one swift movement, I like spin around and throw it back at him.
Make an attack roll.
What did you roll? Just a dex?
Yeah.
Yeah, just dexterity. Yeah,
Oops.
so it splats against the wall.
Dear, that was
I
almost
was never good
super
at sports.
cool. That-
Can I try and catch the egg?
No,
Go for it.
it's
Dex
splat
check.
on the wall. It broken.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, you catch it.
Yay, we're playing catch now. I throw it back.
This is
Okay.
not how eggs work.
Oh no.
9, 23. Yep, you can't. You throw it, you miss. It's caught. What are you doing, Tyr?
Freya's just squinting, watching this, like, what the fuck is happening?
I put the egg in my pocket. I say, okay, what's our plan for Tom?
I don't know. That's all I had.
That was it. But, like, how is that actually supposed to work then?
I don't know. We don't actually know how it is intended to work.
I look at the box for some sort of instruction manual.
Yeah, is there like a
Yeah, is there like a this
So
only
you're
goes to
supposed
one
to.
place?
He plucks two more out. So this will be the fourth one used. He goes. So you're supposed to think of what you dream of, right? Like what you want.
Wait, hold on.
Like
Before you take
aspirational,
it,
right?
think about it, and then think about it, and as you are taking the snuff, tell us in detail what you are thinking about.
No, it's his. No, it wouldn't work for him
I
to
don't.
explain it
You
to
know,
us.
I maybe I don't exist anyway. So fuck it. And he's snorting vanishes.
Oh, god damn it, Tom.
Grug picks up the snuff box and holds it out to the two of them. Is like, you got. I'm at this point. I'm pretty sure that the whole imagine what you dream of thing is just because this wizard loved his stupid tower. Are you gonna go again?
I will go again, but I will say before going again, he did not leave good instructions or an exit strategy. So I will say this is probably just going to his maze, and I take it.
So what do you all right, so you don't have to say out loud what you're thinking of. But
Okay.
what kind of dream are you thinking of? Are you thinking of what you aspire to? That kind of dream, or are you still thinking of the dream you have most common? Like your physical dreams. Are you taking this literally or figuratively?
Literally.
Okay. Who else is going after Tom?
I'll fucking go after Tom.
Are you thinking now, like I said, if it's figuratively, you do not have to say it out loud what you're thinking of. But are you thinking figuratively or literally?
I guess I'm thinking figuratively.
Okay. There are 4 more shots for the day. Anybody else going?
Freya's
Grug
like,
at this point is just holding the box for everyone else because Grug thinks this is dumb, but is tired of this thing like dropping on the ground and bouncing. Like at this point, the magic item breaking because it keeps falling on the ground every time someone blinks out of existence is annoying them.
yeah, that's fair. Freya is not going to try again. She is like, before Walker goes in, she says to Walker, tell Tom that we're gonna stop fucking around with this thing if you see him in there. We're gonna try a different approach. Walker's
Okay.
gone already.
No, she was here.
Okay.
And then Freya
well,
sits back.
Tyr.
Yeah.
You end up at the top of the stairs again.
Is Tom there?
Nope.
Oh boy. I take my return trip. Well, actually, hold on. I yell out, Tom! Tom!
Nothing.
Shit. Okay, I take my return trip.
If you killed Tom, I'm gonna kill you.
Walker.
I didn't do this.
Yes.
Walker, you thought of something that you aspired to. You thought of a dream that Walker holds dear, correct?
Yeah.
Walker, you land and find yourself sort of a dark space. Before you is a door. You're on like what looks to be almost like a walkway. But it sort of ends behind you into nothing.
Forward we go.
Okay. You open the door and you find yourself in what appears to be a very large, very sort of roomy, very cozy study.
Okay.
And Tom is also in here, looking out one of the windows on the far side.
She looks at Tom and she goes, "Now what the fuck does that mean? I guess I'm not real. So fuck it." In what world is that an appropriate response before you engage with a magical item?
I thought it was pretty sensible.
It was fucking stupid. Anything could have fucking happened. What did happen, by the way? What have you learned? And she's gonna walk over to the window.
From what I've seen before, that, and he kind of gestures out, looks like the maze. And you look out the window, and there's a giant circular, like you're like one story up, and there's sort of a giant circular maze out before you.
Wizard's Tower. Okay.
Yeah. And looks around and goes, there's a bunch of books. I can't read, so that's
Do me
neat.
do me a solid. Do me a solid, Tom. Go just grab one. Just any book. Go grab a book. Think about this dream, this recurring dream you've been having, and just go pick me out a book.
Okay. He goes and grabs a book off the shelf.
Has he grabbed something? Are we working on dream logic where like this is actually useful in any way?
He grabs a book. He pulls a book off the
Bring
shelf.
bring it. Oh my god. Bring
He
it.
can't read.
I know, but she was having a book.
So he hands the book. And looking at it, you sort of flip through the first few pages. It looks like it's a detailed history of Waterdeep.
Hey Tom, you ever been to Waterdeep?
I've lived my entire life in Barovia.
Ever read about Waterdeep?
I have no clue what that even is.
Well, I think we can
He
then fucking
doesn't know
assume
how to
that this
read.
is not.
Let's
No,
not
no,
read.
but like you don't need to read an or to have heard stories about it. But she'll put the book to one side and go, "Well, we can assume that didn't fucking work." Unless you're particularly interested in the history of a place you've never fucking been. And then she's gonna start going through the desk drawers.
You open the desk drawers. Seems to be some scattered paper, some ink wells that have dried up. The paper is very brittle. You don't see anything too out of the ordinary. There's a cap in one of them that looks like it was set on and then the drawer closed on it. And it's a long, pointy wizard's cap when you pull it out, kind of like a nighty cap. And then, yeah, that's all that's really on the desk.
So while she's going through this, she's gonna wait until she's been circling for a bit, and then she's gonna go. So, what's this sudden existential fucking crisis about?
Well, everyone kept saying I may not be real.
Is that what they said, or did they say that Himarath says you might not be real?
Karth said that. And then Grog. And I definitely heard Freya say, oh, I might actually not be real.
By the time you were all in the room with me, it wasn't you weren't real, it was you might be from an alternate timeline.
I'm not sure where that line of thinking. I'm not sure where that one came from.
Fair. Okay.
Perhaps no. It's Karth did say that Hemerath showed him a timeline where I didn't exist.
Walker takes the biggest breath.
Yeah, which
Of
does actually.
of someone who's she takes a big breath of someone who is like deeply tired and vexed. And she leans on the desk with both hands. She says, I don't know the way that a good cleric, a respectful cleric, would say this. So I'm just gonna say it. I don't give a flying fuck what Himara thinks. That is a fraction of a shard of a god that has been dead for time immemorial. He came with his only two followers, we presume, to steal the body of a vampire so that he could, who knows what, at least read. We're not sure what else. But essentially, he's a splinter of a thing that used to be important before it fucking died. So I will put his opinion where I put my literal shit. And I suggest maybe you just recalibrate your thinking a little bit rather than assuming that something that is so overtly self-centered and self-motivated would say the truth.
Right, but Grog did bring up a good point. Why would it lie about me, of all people? Why wouldn't he lie about one of you, who's far more important than me?
I mean, mostly because you start your lies small and you work up to the big ones. That's how lying works. Not necessarily that he is lying, but here's the question I've got for you. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. We'll test it right now. We'll test it right the fuck now. Walker's gonna walk up to him and she's gonna slap him. She's gonna haul back and with her big fucking long freaky arm, open hand slap this motherfucker across the face.
Okay. He'll take it.
How is that?
That hurts.
Okay.
A little.
How do you feel about dying?
I'd rather not.
How do you feel about the idea of when you die, if we don't succeed, your soul gets stuck in Barovia and just gets recycled over and over again and you're never truly free?
That's a rather. I've already done one existential question today on whether or not I exist. I've not thought about it much.
So here, let me just make a suggestion. You feel pain. You have a desire to continue to exist and not die. And when faced with a literal eternity of continued medium to bad suffering, you would prefer to not. That is as close to being real as any of us could hope for. You can sit here and do philosophy. Fuck it. I have, and she pat her pockets and pull out her Palor text. And then she'll go and stride over and start pulling out books on philosophy. She's like, no one gets a fucking hard on for existential philosophies like wizards do. Genuinely would rather read a crusty old book than do literally anything that would help anyone. It's their entire vibe. If you want to sit here and debate philosophies, we can lay these out. This tower is coming with us, so we could do that in your education. I'm deeply recommending that is not something that you want. By the way, philosophy is bad. It's just bad. It's dull. It's bad.
Okay. And as you actually went around the room, like you said, you were pulling out books. You do notice a few things. Aside from the fact this is just like a very warm, cozy study, there are windows on all sides where there aren't bookshelves, showing you essentially a 360 view of the surrounding maze. You also see that there is a second door. There are three doors. There's the one door you came in originally. There's a door. So if that door is in we'll say the south side of the room, there's a fireplace on the north side, and then there's a door on the west and the east walls.
Okay.
And you notice this. What languages do you speak?
She speaks Celestial, Common, Sylvan. That's it.
Okay, you're not sure what the doors all say. But there are the three of them. So the one you came in, and then there's the one on the right and the one on the left.
You want to test that death wish or lack thereof?
Sure, why not?
Come here. She's gonna go to the first door and she's gonna lay her hand on it just to see if it's like hot or cold or
Which
anything.
one?
Whichever, the left.
Okay. It does matter. You roll your eyes at me, but it does matter.
But like she'll put her hand on it and just see if she feels anything. She'll lean down and like run her fingers under the door and see if she feels a breeze or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
Dope. She goes, alley, yup, and she just pushes the door open.
Door opens, and you see a winding staircase that goes down. It's sort of, you're now in the open air, and it goes down into the maze.
That was underwhelming. And she go and do it to the other door.
The other door, you open to a hallway of doors.
She's gonna look at Tom. That's a fucking problem. That's a fucking try. That's a get lost in here forever.
They all do have labels above them, but again, in a language you cannot read.
How far does this corridor go?
Decently far.
I'm gonna walk back to the desk, find ourselves presumably a piece of paper somewhere that hasn't been written on. We're going to spend some time walking down and just copying down. And she goes, I don't fucking read these either. This is not all the languages I know. No fucking idea. We'll take them back. We'll see. It's not like this place is going anywhere. But also, I've got one more question for you. And she's like, they're doing the last couple.
What?
Say you weren't real. So what? What does that mean?
I guess nothing. Other than I could blink out of existence again at any moment, just like I blinked into it, if that's true.
You could blink out of existence as it is. Well placed arrow, well placed dagger, well placed fucking spell, well placed vampire. Gone. We'll do our best.
Particularly
I'll do my
determined to
best.
duck.
We'll do our best. I'll do my best, but there's no guarantee we're all coming out of this alive. You could blink out of existence just as fast anyway.
Fair enough.
She pats him on the back and finishes writing down the last one. I don't imagine you feel better, but you feel less existential.
Give it time.
Take a nap, have a drink. Let's go.
Right.
You first.
Takes the snuff. I'm still here.
From what I know of this, that should not be how this works.
No, it didn't. That's not how it worked last time.
Go into the... Oh no, because you now have consumed all of your stuff. Well, that's a fucking conundrum. What do you want to do?
Well, what's that door? That's the one we came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it works out there.
You don't have any.
You do. You can try some and then bring me back extra.
That is very true. Come on through, and she'll take it back to the.
You open the door, and there's a bright white light on the other side this time.
Well, I will hurry back, assuming that that is not going to blink me out of existence. Wish me luck, and she will step backwards into the.
You vanish.
Just as she'll
You
step
step
into
through?
it, yeah.
And you reappear back in the tavern
Without taking the snuff.
without taking the snuff.
She's immediately going to sniff it.
Okay. Think of the same thing again?
Yep.
Yep. So you all just see Walker pop back into existence and go, ah, shit. Sniff it and pop back out again.
Freya's like, wait, what happened? Oh, she's gone again.
She lands back in, presumably, in that room.
Yeah.
Walk out.
Well, you land in the same exact spot, so on the walkway leading to the closed door.
Open door, go through. Go, hey, you want to see something neat?
Sure.
She's going to close the door, going to reopen it into the white light.
Yep.
And then she's going to go, take a deep breath.
And
And she's going to go, poof.
he vanishes into the white light.
And she's going to step through more dignified, like.
And then suddenly Tom appears sort of stumbling forward, and Walker appears in the same spot again.
Nice tower. Anyone read this? And she's going to hold up the list of fucking symbols she can't read.
Languages.
Common, undercommon, gnomish, deep speech, primordial, and infernal.
Anybody else?
Common, abyssal, infernal, undercommon.
I can find my common, abyssal, infernal, and undercommon. Hold on. Undercommon.
We have the
My
same
fun
languages.
My fun languages are deep speech, draconic, and thieves' cant. Oh,
Okay.
should I take deep speech off here?
No.
Okay.
There's some things that have been sort of seared into your mind. You recognize these symbols, Karth.
Are they...
They're draconic.
Oh. That's dragon talk.
What's it say?
Let's just...
You can't read.
I can't read anymore.
Read.
But, that's dragon talk. That's how dragons write.
My language is just quirk now. Hold on.
If only we had a dragonborn. Oh, wait.
God, I wish Drindar were here.
No, you don't.
I liked Drindar. I know her name. Have you ever heard me fucking call my other guy by his name?
Who's your
Well,
other
your
guy?
other guy didn't rip a god out of your chest, set Walker on fire, and jump out of a window, so maybe
You're-
you
know,
should
fuck
learn
Drindar.
his name.
Yeah, maybe I
take that
should
shit
learn his
personally.
name.
So, quirk can also read draconic.
Oh, good.
Well, he goes and he uses it as a moment to show you, Karth. So you got all of the writing?
Yeah.
So the door that you walked out of, the writing above that says entrance/exit.
Uh-huh.
The door on the left says maze.
Uh-huh.
The door to the right says the Hall of Doors.
Uh-huh.
And then you have, and in this order, someone write these down: library,
Uh-huh.
laboratory, factory, habitat, armory, and prison. Oh, and then there was another door that set at the end of the hall. So there's three on either side, and then another door at the end of the hall. Excuse me. Um, that no, that door was unmarked. So there's an unmarked door at the end of the hall.
Walker's gonna look around the room at these fucking adventuring types and just open her hand and go, well,
We all got that?
yeah.
What do we do with this information? I want to check the armory out, but I don't want to go in there. We don't have to do
Into
this
the
right now.
armory.
Into the fucking... this space.
You don't want to go into the tower?
Nah, not really. Freya's like, seems like some magic bullshit. Now I'm not... I don't know if I want to fuck with it for no reason.
It certainly sounds like something that's going to be trapped to fuck. And while Egg Boy over here is snoozing, I don't
Haha,
think we should walk into somewhere that we think is going to be heavily trapped.
true.
Probably arcane traps, but like, why not throw some practical traps in to be spicy?
I mean, hold on. Why would a wizard trap his tower that is already behind all of these like extra security measures, like the
Aren't they
maze?
notoriously paranoid?
True.
I was gonna say, your average wizard has about as much paranoia in their pinky finger as an entire city has in their whole population. It's
Paranoia, boredom, ego,
Mm,
bullshit. I feel like
true.
wizards are big on that fucking bullshit.
Well, that just is another reason why I don't want to go in there.
Let's leave it. It's not going anywhere. We could leave it a few days till
Yeah.
Karth's better. Send a party of us in. Recover what we can. I want to know who's in this fucking prison.
Yeah, that's a good question
Not least
too.
because we know that time moves much faster in there, and we don't know how long
Oh,
it took before we fucking found it. But
they've been in
whatever
there
was in there
for...
is either exceptionally old
Hmm,
and possibly crazy, or
hey,
very
hold on. Out of character.
yeah.
Time moves faster in the box.
Uh-huh.
yes.
Someone should put Karth in the box.
If you go in the
Oh
box, you
shit.
might not be able to... Hmm.
That's actually not a fucking bad idea.
Mm,
Like, how long would Karth have to be in the box to get 4 days of long rest?
I mean,
If you recall, Tyr did not get any rest.
Tyr did not enter the box properly. His physical body was still on the material plane. Their bodies are entering the box. You've been describing them as disappearing.
And to be fair, he also didn't get any rest because he didn't stop.
He did.
He did. He tried to rest and like went to sleep and woke up and still felt terrible.
Yeah, but again, he was halfway in the box because he did it wrong.
Yes, I think
True.
this may also just be a mechanical issue of T not wanting us to give a magic and now long rests take 10 minutes device.
I mean, what's the harm in fucking trying, though?
We could try it.
We send Karth in with some fucking snackies.
Go in for like a day, or whatever the day equivalent is in there. When it
Yeah,
feels
and
like
then
a
come out.
day, get your rest, sleep for 8 hours, and then come out. And
And
if
then
it
we'll
doesn't
know.
work, we won't do it again.
All right, Karth, you want to go in?
Wait. We gotta pack him. We go and pack him a little lunchbox first.
Have a little snacky.
It's got like a little. It's got a little like blue dog on it, a little brown dog on it.
Wait, how are you gonna keep track of time?
Take a really good nap. See how you feel.
Alright, yeah, just sleep in there for however long you feel like you need to sleep.
Come out when you're ready.
Okay.
If you want to look around, you do it. None of you have a like a pocket watch or anything?
I mean, not on my character sheet, but hold on,
It's
actually.
the year. It's the year like 1150.
I had a
I do not.
And also, we're in the Forgotten Realms, my dude. It's high medieval era. Pocket watches have not actually been invented yet.
Fair.
okay, but we got like mechanical fucking. We got a thing you can. What's that? It's like a mechanical crab thing.
I have a clockwork animated spider.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you've
It's
got
yes.
the spear, the harpoon gun thing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a question for you, T. Pocket watches. Do they exist?
I would say because artificers exist, they do. They are very rare.
But there have definitely been like, uh, what do you call it? Uh, grandfather clocks in like the house. So we're like close. Maybe we haven't gotten it that small yet. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you have actually seen in Death House. It describes the grandfather clock, so they
Yeah,
do exist.
yeah. I don't know
They are
which
just
came
rare.
first in real life. I assume
The
big and then
big
you go
clocks came
small.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got smaller over time, but
Hmm.
fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi,
Strahd
Janet.
Strahd might have a pocket watch. Think we're ever
Okay.
gonna
So,
kill Strahd at some point.
so you have four more. Well, technically, now that you know that you can walk out
Oh
without
yeah.
a dose, you technically now have 8 doses.
We should bring two just in case we get transported to the fucked up uh, version of it, and then we need a way to get out.
Okay, who's going in with, or is it just Karth?
I mean,
I assumed it was just Karth.
Okay, that's fine. Karth, you taking 2 doses, and what are you thinking about when you go in?
remember, it's your
Karth's
dream.
Karth's greatest dream, his most aspirational want at this exact moment in time is to not feel like he's been run over by a cart. And he takes the snuff.
Okay. Being a very short-lived people, those kinds of aspirations. So you find yourself on a walkway. You see a door in the distance, though. You have to walk quite a ways before you hit it.
My movement speed is 15.
So it takes you about 20 minutes to walk to the door.
Karth hobbles his way forward, his silly little lunchbox in one hand and his sleeping bag in the other, like a fucking 8-year-old on his way to his first sleepover.
So you go in, you eventually go into the door. You see kind of what I described before. There are windows all around, bookcases everywhere. There's a big fire going behind the desk. Big cushiony chair behind the desk as well. What would you like to do?
All the stuff written on the walls is in Draconic, right?
Yeah, so you recognize the symbols.
Wizard Tower. I would like a bed, please, in Draconic.
Nothing happens.
Oh, maybe that wasn't the right verb tense. I switched to specifically the kobold dialect of Draconic and repeat the sentence. Fun
Nothing
fact for
happens.
everybody. Kobolds speak a dialect of Draconic known as Yip Yak.
So no big bed. No bed.
Ah.
I will say
All
that
right.
the chair is big enough that if you were to like curl up in it.
Oh yeah, no. I figured most chairs are. I'm the size of a fucking really big house cat. No, Karth is gonna roll out his sleeping bag and well, he's gonna roll out his sorry, it's not a sleeping bag because this is Karth. It's like a fucking really tightly rolled up dog bed, basically. But he rolls it out, pulls a blanket over himself, and just nests down in whichever corner of this room is the least likely to be seen by anybody coming in.
That'll probably be under the desk.
There we go. In fact, actually, I know I have disadvantage on this, but I still think even exhausted Karth would do this. I would like to uh uh I would like to roll like stealth or maybe survival to uh disguise my nest.
This would be stealth just in this room. There's not much you can do.
All right. I have disadvantage. My cloak gives me advantage on stealth checks, but I don't know if it would give me an advantage here because it's not a personal stealth check. So I think I'll just take regular
if you're just
disadvantage.
trying to hide your spot.
Damn. All right. Well, you know
you're
what?
well hidden.
I think I'm.
As far as your very tired brain knows.
Yep. And then Karth curls up and he honks the fuck out.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. No. I have been told that I need to treat you with more respect. So, Jimmy, Karth is looking at the little fucking spider.
Uh-huh.
Wake me up in 8 hours. Please and thank you.
You feel it
And
shudder in your hand.
and I set it down, and then I go to sleep.
Okay. It'll wake you up, potentially wake you up in 8 hours. So, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick, and then I would like to run through what everyone would like to do with their downtime. But hold on a second.
I feel like we've been on downtime for a while.
I think it was mostly because we had the festival to do.
Right.
I don't know what I'm going to do with my downtime, and I don't know what I should do.
Surprisingly uneventful festival for a festival that was
These
hyped
happen
up
weekly.
narratively.
Yeah, no, I fully thought that some shit was gonna go down.
Hmm. That's what happens at these things.
Okay.
Are we now out of festival time?
You have one more night of the festival. This is the last night.
Oh, okay.
I will say, so what do you want to do for the rest of just this day? Anybody have anything specific they'd like to do?
Go to the festival.
Okay, you go to the festival. Okay. So everybody's going to the festival?
Yeah, boy.
I don't know if everyone
Sure.
is. I'm going.
Sounds like everybody. So Karth,
Yeah.
you feel a little tap on your nose.
Oh. Hi.
Doesn't move.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy, for that. Do I feel any better?
You have one less exhaustion.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Well, gotta find something to do with 16 hours of the day before I can take another 8 hours of sleep. So, I'm gonna teach myself how to read Draconic again.
Feels weird that you have to stay awake for 6 hours before sleeping again when you're exhausted. I get it from a mechanical perspective, but that's also not how being like literally exhausted works. Like you tend to just sleep a lot.
Oh yeah. It's just one of those mechanical things you run into that just don't quite line up. I will say it gets, because so you guys were doing that sort of early afternoon. It is getting towards the evening and the start of the festival. Karth is yet to come out.
Was I supposed to come out and tell them if it worked?
No, only if it wasn't working.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know. I'm just letting you know about, several hours have gone by.
How long would that be? Freya turns to Tyr and is like, "How long were you in there for?"
In the bad place.
like
Yeah.
a tear voice. I was in there for weeks. Was it?
I was there for what felt like weeks, months, and years.
It was probably about 9 months. That's the human gestational period, right?
Hmm.
Um, in terms of outside bad place, I was only like, I don't know, a day. I think it was.
It was several hours.
Hmm.
Oh well.
Well, let's give him time. We know how to get in there if we have to.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything at the festival? There are games. There's gambling.
I
There's
would like to
drinking.
gamble.
Okay. You come across a guy doing the sort of shuffle. Like he's got a pebble and he's shuffling it in the cups. He goes, so what's your wager? Think you can spot it?
Let's see. Let's see how much gold I have. I would like to bet 60 gold.
Jesus Christ, Tyr. Freya
He goes,
immediately puts a
I
hand out and is like, "Don't." Bet all that gold. Do
I'm a high
10.
roller.
Do 10 to start.
Okay, I'll do 10 to start.
All right. 10 gold. All right, go ahead and roll a perception check as he shuffles things around.
The hell?
Huh?
I'm clicking, but nothing's happening.
Give it a second.
On me, refresh.
Oh. Ooh.
You got a 23, Rob.
Thank you.
Yeah, you watch him with the 23. You watch as he swings everything around, and you watch the pebble go straight up his sleeve.
Hey, that's cheating.
What's cheating? What do you mean?
I saw that ball go up your sleeve. Don't play me for a fool.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Show me what's in your sleeve.
No,
Yes.
no.
Okay, I grab his arm.
Freya picks up two of the two of the cups. It's like, here, pick up that last one.
I pick up the other one with my hand still in his arm.
There's nothing under it. Listen, you won the prize. Well done.
What?
You smart
Okay.
drink.
What?
Well, hold on. What's the
What's the
prize?
prize? What's the prize that I won? An additional 10 gold. You'll hand me 20 gold, extra to my wager, and I won't call over the town guard. We're in with the sheriff. I know the sheriff.
You really gonna go that route right off the bat?
All right, all right, all right. I'll give you the gold. I'll give you the gold. Can I lean over? Can I go and get? Can I get the gold? You gotta let go.
Okay, let go.
He fucking books it.
Oh, god damn it. I knew he was going to
Freya
do
goes
that. I
after
run
him.
after him.
And you go chasing off after him. He is going to try to disappear into the crowd. Go ahead and make another perception check to see if you can spot him.
Remember, you have advantage with a perception check that relies on hearing or smell, as well as wisdom survival checks against targets you're tracking.
Yeah, I can smell a goddamn cheater from a mile away.
And this is an unwashed, filthy peasant.
Oh yeah, you managed
29.
to follow him straight into, and you see, you track him and you watch him duck into an alleyway.
I go into that alleyway.
You get down just in time to see him going up and over a wall at the end of the alley.
This feels like an athletics check for me.
Freya's just gonna fucking wall climb over it.
Hold on, Freya. That's not fair. As I do my athletics check.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, you make it up and over.
Yeah.
You do not have
Yeah,
advantage
you see
on that
him
one.
again
Yeah, I
sprinting
know.
out the other side and trying to vanish into the crowd again. Ooh, that's a much better roll.
Piece of shit, stop running. This is
All
only
right, one
making it
last
worse for you.
perception check from both of you.
Oh, that should be with advantage. Hold on.
Wow.
Okay, 20.
This time he does indeed vanish into the crowd. He didn't take your gold, though. He left that at the table.
We left
Someone
the
else
Given
took.
table.
Someone else took your gold.
I'm gonna assume. I'll be nice. I'm not gonna be mean. I'm gonna assume you picked up your gold when you chased him. I won't be mean.
I want to try and track him using survival on my own time.
Okay. If that's what you'd like to do.
Freya turns to Tyr and is like, "Don't bet on anything else."
Now hold on. I think it's perfectly fine to bet this guy was a cheater.
As you say that, Tyr, you do see that there's a sort of in the next little alleyway over. There's a bunch of guys playing dice, playing craps.
I look over at the guys playing craps. I look over at my sister. I look back at the guys playing craps. I look back at my sister, and I go, "Okay, let's track this guy. I can't gamble anymore."
Okay. While you all are doing that, what's everybody else doing for the party?
Grog did the pie eating contest, and I feel like I won the big hit the thing with a hammer.
He did. In fact, they see you coming, and they're like, "No, you won already."
Grog grins at them and slinks
Because
away
you
into
broke
the
it the
crowd.
last time. Yeah.
You broke it?
Fucking maybe.
Yeah, no, Grog 100% broke it last time.
Damn. That's our grog.
Other carnival things. Trying to think, because my brain's immediately roller coaster. They don't have roller coasters.
No, they do have. They do have. You see, there's one street over. They do have what seems to be axe throwing.
Grins. Grog's gonna try axe throwing.
Step right up and win a prize. Hello there, young man.
Hi.
Would you like to try to win a prize?
I want to try throwing an axe.
Well, there'll be one goal, or there'll be 3 copper for 3 axes. If you manage to hit the bullseye, you win a prize. If you manage to hit all 3 bullseyes, you win a bigger prize.
Grog hands over the 3 copper.
Alrighty, here you are. And he hands you the 3 axes.
Should I roll to do this?
It's an attack roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
With an axe, you can roll strength as well, because it's thrown.
So
you are proficient with throwing axes as well. So this is just roll an attack roll like you would on your hammer, because it would be the same attack roll.
Oh, okay. Ew, 10.
10?
I mean, against an inanimate object.
I'm sure hit it.
Yeah, you do hit it. It's not quite on the bullseye.
Grog will throw another one. 11.
Still not quite on the bullseye.
23.
That one hits the bullseye.
How much damage does it do?
Oh, it splinters that one. It goes, whoa, got a strong arm there.
Yeah.
Double or nothing?
Yeah, fuck it, sure.
All right, that'll be 3 more gold.
Copper.
Copper, excuse me.
Hands over the copper.
Fun fact, actually, while we're doing this, Naruto, in hit anime Naruto, titular character Naruto once used his ninja skills in this exact way to scam a dude out of money at a festival, only to have all the money he got taken from him by Jiraiya so Jiraiya could go get drunk.
That one definitely hits. Bullseye.
I haven't thrown axes before. This is fun. You do this a lot.
Oh, we do it every carnival.
Is that why you sound kind of unenthused?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly enthusiastic.
Yeah, okay.
That's your second. I'm being in. I'm gonna say that hits because you rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. Technically, that's right. This time you hit all 3, and then you kind of look up at the guy with your big toothy grin, and he goes, "Well, damn!" And then it would cut away, and like the thing where it cuts away from the guy looking shocked, to Grog just happily walking with
Greg with one
what
of those
looks to
gigantic
be,
stuffed animals.
yeah, it's a giant stuffed owl bear that is almost twice the size of Grog. Grog, it is very soft and very, very like fluffy.
Grog is already imagining the time that he's going to take to build a mud mantle to put this thing on.
Nope, Grog's gonna go find Irina. Just holding it above their head at this point so they can actually see. So anyone looking at the crowd just sees the top of the head of this giant plush toy moving through a sea of people.
Okay, you go off by Irina. What are the rest of you doing? I guess just you, Walker. What are you doing?
What's got work to do? She will be doing exactly the same she's done all the other festival days.
Okay. So you do that. Hey, Grog, you eventually do find Irina.
Hey.
Oh, hello, Grog. Did you win that?
Yeah, I haven't thrown axes before, so it took like a couple of turns. But I got the hang of it.
Well done.
Grog then just sort of lowers it onto her and goes,
Your life kind of sucks right now, what with the whole stalker thing, so here you go.
turns around and leaves.
Oh, thank you, Grog.
No problem.
Well, that was lovely. She turns to her brother, and he goes, "That strange one, that is." And 2 of them wander off. Irina goes, the last thing you would hear, Grog, she goes, I wonder where Freya went. And just they both start looking around and walk off into the crowd.
Where did Freya went?
I don't know, Freya. You're searching for this guy who tried to scam you.
Freya's like, just moving through the crowd. He's gonna show up eventually, she figures. And she's already got his scent. She just wants to have a nice little chat with this guy. I'll roll a check to find him if you would
Sure,
like me
go for
to.
it.
Survival?
Yeah, it's the tracking check.
She's not trying very hard.
No, you're not trying very hard. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Freya looks around for whatever party, whatever thing is closest to her.
There is there's a bunch of party stalls, a bunch of places where people are getting drinks. near you, there's one of those. It's sort of like you see the thing with the ladders, where it's like you have to climb the ladder and ring the bell, but without falling off because they're rope ladders. Do you know what I'm
Oh.
talking about?
Yeah, I sort of get it. Freya looks at that and is like, could probably do that. Although it might be, they might consider how I would approach this cheating. But I'll try and
It's
do
like
it the
that,
normal
but
way.
without the
Oh,
what do you
right.
call it? Without the cushions. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it
S-
was up. I thought it was like vertical. This is more of a horizontal-ish.
this is a balance thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if you spider stuck to it,
I would just
you could
spin
still
around like
spin around. Yeah.
Yeah.
um.
Freya's
So yeah,
like,
go ahead. This will
yeah,
be
I'll try it.
acrobatics if you'd like to give it a try.
Sure.
Same for you, Tyr. I know you're with your sister.
Yep.
Freya turns to Tyr and is like, if this goes bad, don't laugh at me.
I won't.
This festival
I might.
sounds so fun.
Weren't you at the festival?
No!
Karth is sleeping. Mandatory bed rest
No, but I mean,
supervised.
at
Yeah,
one point, you were at the festival.
No, but
I
Karth,
went.
you could always leave. You could always check to see what's going on. 21. Oh yeah. So go ahead. If Tyr, you trying this too?
Yeah.
You go ahead and roll against your sister. See if you can beat a 21.
Oh, it's close
Ugh.
though.
Oh, it's very close. But your sister just manages to beat you to the bell.
Damn it.
And then the prize is they have some it's like they're all like you have sort of your choice between like several different like sort of bright orange, bright yellow, bright red sort of cloaks that have like the sun stitched on the back of them.
That's cute. Tyr, do you want one?
Yeah, I'd love one.
What color?
I think I'm blue.
What?
Blue?
Blue?
They're all
Yeah.
warm colors, unfortunately.
Oh.
Worm. I'll take the.
What?
Are worms purple?
The what?
They're purple.
A worm.
I'll just anyone. I'm not. I don't prefer any. Give me anyone you got.
Are you okay? You having a
He's
stroke?
having a stroke.
No, I'm good.
He's forgotten what warm colors are.
Yeah.
Freya's like, alright, fine. Red.
Okay, you get the red, and it's got yellow stitch sun on it.
Freya's like,
Okay, I'll take a blue one.
I just gave you a horse. I'm gonna keep this one.
Okay, you keep it to yourself. It's fairly cheaply made. Like it's not gonna really protect you, but it does look nice.
This is not a magical,
No, it's not magical.
Okay. Well, that would be too easy. Okay.
That'd be very easy. They're just handing out magic clothes.
Yeah. Is anyone handing out magic items?
No, you don't see anyone handing out magic items.
Damn. Had to try.
Yeah. Speaking of magic items, Karth, what are you doing right now? It's been about 8 hours. You wake up. And you started to teach yourself to read again? Karth?
We can't hear you, Holly.
I don't hear Harley.
What?
He's dead.
Harley!
Harley!
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry.
You're okay. You're teaching yourself Draconic?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me intelligence check.
Since Draconic is one of the languages of power related to magic, could I call this an Arcana check?
I'll allow it.
Dope. It's still at disadvantage because I'm still exhausted, but it's at disadvantage with a slightly higher bonus. 7.
You struggle for a couple of hours. And just you not seeming to make any headway. Like it's just like it's almost there on the tip of your tongue. Like you almost can because you've done it before, but it's just sort of missing. Like something's missing.
All right, well, it's time to do what I always do when things go wrong. Karth reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out like a fucking wet glob of kobold dank and gets high as fuck.
All right.
And then I'd like to try again.
Go for it.
Does being high counteract being exhausted?
No.
Okay. It made it worse.
No,
Yeah,
but
that
you do have a
tracks.
much more enjoyable time. Okay. So eventually the festival, unless anybody else wants to do anything during the festival. The festival for this week will come to an end otherwise.
And nothing bad happened. Yay.
So, what would you all get back in the wee hours of the morning? Karth has yet to return.
Alright, someone better go check on him.
Not all at once.
Someone who has a dream, get in there and see if he's still alive.
Who's gonna check on Karth?
Okay, I'll go check on Car.
All right, Walker. You pop in. I'll give you this, it's been about 14 hours. It's about 2 in the morning now. Karth left around noon.
Oh, has it been more than one long rest for me yet?
We'll get there.
Okay.
So, yep, you pop in. You find Karth coming down off of Karth, you're coming down off of your
High
high at
off
this
his
point.
ass.
Yeah, Walker, you go on in.
You dead?
Hi, Walker. Oh,
Walker's gonna look him over.
Arthur's just sitting on the ground, surrounded by like open books that he's been scribbling in as he tries to teach himself how to read.
I know Car fairly well. I wanna judge that.
It was really high.
Correction, I was
It
really
was really
high.
high. Not as much anymore. But after kind of looking Karth over, Karth's had a long rest.
You look somewhat better and somewhat high. How do you feel?
I feel somewhat better. And
Karth, for you, it's been about 14 hours.
I feel a little better, and I was really high. I was trying to read some of the stuff, and then I got frustrated. So I took some moss, so I wouldn't be frustrated. You have really long arms.
Occupational hazard.
Can you touch your own elbow?
I
Like
can
with
look
the same
that up.
like with the same hand?
No, I don't have the wrist dexterity. And she shows you, and her fingers can touch like halfway down her forearm, but because her wrist won't bend further than like the 90 degrees or so, she can't quite get there.
Mm. Karth just kind of sits there for a moment, staring at her hand.
Oh wait, that's quite enough of that. Go to sleep.
What?
Walk around and start leaving this go. How far did you get with the read?
Well, I didn't. Not really. I mean, it kind of felt like I could, um, but like I didn't make any sense out of anything. It's like I don't know. It's hard. It's a little difficult because like it's draconic, so I can't exactly sound out words either if I think I'm close, because it being a language of magic means that if I say the wrong words, I risk accidentally triggering like magic happening.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nobody wants to be that wizard apprentice who accidentally says the wrong word and brings a bunch of fucking brooms to life and then accidentally floods the tower.
No, that would suck. Who would do that?
Yeah, who would do that? Who would do that very specific situation I just described?
Nobody. Okay. So get some sleep. It's
mm,
we haven't even had a sleep. Where we
I will
are.
point out. I'll point out from your conversation, it has been the same amount of time for both of you.
Oh. I
I said because I said he went. I said you were about 14 hours, and then when I told Karth, he'd been in for about 14 hours.
so the time thing no longer working. You can sleep in here for the quiet, or you can come sleep out there. Up to you.
oh, okay. Well, it is quiet in here, and I feel like I'm less likely to, I don't know, be underfoot. So I'll stay in here for a bit.
Okay. Walker will pivot and head out. Let him rest.
Okay. So you all have because you were waiting for Karth to be, from what I remember last we all spoke, waiting for Karth to be back to 100 before setting out for the vineyard. You have 3 days. What's everybody doing for those 3 days? We're gonna start with Freya.
Is there something in this building that we were going to look into?
This one?
Yes. Freya will go to that point that
Oh,
was
that
marked out.
is a manor house of one of the older families that lives here.
Do I remember
Alleged,
why we were looking into them?
allegedly, the lady of the house is a Strahd sympathizer.
So what? So what are we gonna do with that?
I mean, it might be worth
Kill
going
her?
and talking to her. Weakening Strahd's a good idea.
I was just gonna kill her, but
Um. Okay. Well, that's not really something that we want to do right before leaving town. Uh, That's just going to put Strahd's eyes on us. Is there anything else of interest in this town that we haven't looked into yet?
It depends on what you're looking for.
Fuck. There are so many options. Let me look at my character sheet.
You can also use this time to, like, work.
Work.
Yeah. That's part of downtime, is you can perform a task.
Perform a task.
So there wouldn't be any monster hunting around here.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one's really paying for that.
Right.
You could, however, hunt wolves.
That seems like something Tyr would like to do. I will approach Tyr and be like, do you want to hunt wolves? This town... Actually, they're werewolves, aren't they?
There are some werewolves, but generally speaking, it's just wolves.
Oh. Hmm. Are they, like, attacking the town, or what are they doing?
Constantly, and they are seen as minions of Strahd.
Oh. Well, maybe this can be, weakening Strahd somehow. Fro will be like, who do we talk to kill some wolves?
That would be... I don't remember. I'm going to pull up their names here. Where's my Strahd book? There it is. And I'm sorry, my computer is not behaving itself. So that would be Yevgeny and Soldar. They are the
Are they the brothers?
husbands.
Oh.
Yeah. No, they're the husbands that you met. They are wolf hunters. Like, that is what they hunt other things, but mainly they make their living off of hunting wolves.
Okay.
And selling the meat and the pelts in town.
How much for a wolf?
That depends on how your hunt goes.
Okay, so it's not like a standardized, like, give me a wolf and I will give you 3 gold.
No.
Hmm. Okay. Tyr, do you want to come? You're muted if you're talking.
Son of a bitch, I've been talking this entire time. Yeah, I would like to come. I asked what they couldn't give us like an average of of how much gold we could get. Is it 0 to 100?
Yeah, what's a average haul?
A successful one might be to a couple of the more richer merchants and the butcher. The wolf could be somewhere between, depending on how damaged it is, and if the meat's any good, how old, or if it's the right age, somewhere between 5 and 25
Freya's
gold.
like doing the like hurry up motion. She's like, get to it, come on, money
5
value.
and 25 gold.
All
5
right.
to 25.
Okay. That's not bad.
Alright, you're gonna spend the 3 days doing it?
Tyr, do you want to do anything else before we commit to this?
I mean, I did not know what else I could do, so I think I'm going to.
Just do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So I need you each to roll be survival checks, I think would be the thing related to this.
Are we tracking them?
It would be, yeah, so I'll give you the advantage,
Yeah.
but it would be
Yay.
tracking the hunting. We're not going to have you fight 3 days worth of wolves.
Yeah.
What'd you say, survival?
Yeah, so each roll 3
Damn.
survival checks.
I fucked that up. Oh, 3 of them.
Yeah, 3 days, 3 different ones.
That's all right. Rob's carrying.
It's okay. I had a bad day the first day, but the second
so
and third,
5.
pretty good.
So you made 55.
Yay.
Gold. Rob, 75.
75 what? 75 gold?
Gold, yes.
I made
Oh,
55.
baby, a couple.
The Witchers get bored and in 3 days decimate the local ecosystem. If this were a normal plane of existence, this would be terrible. But thankfully, these wolves will be reborn in roughly 3 weeks.
No, there was still a ton more. You could hear them constantly.
Yeah.
It was like you were being followed the entire time you were hunting.
Do we find any werewolves?
Worse in Barovia because, like, in the normal Faerun ecosystem, you murder 3 wolves or whatever. There's gonna be more wolves. It's Barovia. There's literally a finite amount of everything.
What were you
Eventually,
saying?
you kill the last wolf, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, but eventually the wolves respawn. Nothing truly dies here.
Well, maybe we kill all these wolves and the one. Oh, maybe.
I don't
Freya,
know
you
if
were,
you just.
You're
yeah,
cutting
Tyr, you
out.
cut out there. But Freya, you were also saying something.
I was going to ask if we found any werewolves during our hunting.
No,
Okay.
but you did. Between all of those rolls, you have seen signs of them.
Oh.
Um,
Do we have any
looks like
idea if werewolves would be sympathetic to Strahd or if they would be mad at Strahd?
ooh, that is a 50-50 shot.
Okay.
Right? That's one of those things where, like, some people will say, oh, because, wolves are bound to, vampires and wolves go together, like a la Dracula.
Right.
Or that wolves and vampires are the antithesis of each other.
Mm-hmm.
You are aware that it is a far more complicated, like,
Yeah.
relationship
There's
than just
nuance
one
to
or
it.
the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Frey is making a
I mean,
note.
they're at the end of the day, they're people. So,
True.
like, if they're working for him and it benefits them to work for him, they would, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
At the end of the day, they're people. They're more people than a lot of the monsters you fight.
Mm-hmm. True. Okay. So Freya has made a note. If we see any werewolves, see if they will. See if they're sympathetic to hunting Strahd or not.
All right. That's the twins.
Yep.
Grog, what are you doing?
I mean, my plan for the downtime was to see how the old man interacted with the wizard tower, but we already did that, and he didn't. So between that and the fact that it's nearly 1 in the morning, I don't have plans. I don't have plans for the downtime. Whoops.
That's okay. Walker?
Walker's gonna head out and go help at the church and
Okay.
just try and do some good. Head around and do any minor fucking healing needs done.
There's plenty that needs done.
Then she's busy enough.
Okay. And Karth, what are you doing?
Um, aside from resting, I think Karth is just going to keep trying to teach himself to read Draconic.
All right. You have 3 days worth of rolls to make. I believe
Yep.
all but the last one are at disadvantage, so 2 out of the 3.
Yes.
Because the first one is just attack rolls.
Yep. All right. So Arcana at disadvantage. That is an 8. We go down to level 2 exhaustion. Not level 0, level 2. Arcana at disadvantage. 17.
17. You're starting to feel a lot better. The quiet and everything in here is actually really nice. You've started sitting at the desk, and you notice that the chair is weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, the chair is weird. It is. It looks like a normal chair, but the cushion, like the seat, is actually really high. So you're actually sitting at like the desk, like you would like if you were a normal sized person, or this
I'm
desk
gonna.
was built for you.
I would like to get off the chair and see if like the cushion goes back to normal.
No, you get off the chair and you kind of look at it and go, "Oh, like it doesn't." You can't tell because usually you've been sleeping under the desk or you've pushed it aside, but now that you're really looking at the chair, it's built for someone about your size to be able to sit at this desk.
Uh,
But you also make some headway. You
yeah.
get the alphabet down. You still need to like kind of do the thing where you like A B C D D D D D D D, and you're starting to get some of the basic words down. But yeah, you're doing fairly well.
Mm. Oh, also, this actually, I should have been at 1 exhaustion because by the end of this, I will be at 0 exhaustion, which is where I am at now because it is my. Or no, I'm at 1 exhaustion left.
Yes, one left, and then
But this is no longer at disadvantage. It is at
right.
normal. 20! Ooh,
Yeah.
go.
It takes you a while, but you've sort of reached a point of like, and this feels very accelerated, but it's almost as if it's not that you forgot it all. It's that you relied on Hemerath to do the reading for you, but in the process, you learned how to read on your own. And this is just you getting that, like, so it was less he was like giving you the ability to read, and you realized, oh, he was telepathically reading for you the whole time. But because of that, he kind of taught you to read on accident.
Mm.
Um,
The
so
pathways are there in the brain, just unused.
exactly. But now you're just kind of exercising those pathways. And so it's coming to you very, very quickly. You're slow at reading as of right now, but with more practice, um, you're fairly certain you'll be able to read this in any other language that you know, kind of thinking back on it, if given the chance. Um, you also notice the vast majority of the books in here are written uh, in Draconic, and a not small portion of them are written in Kobold.
Can I make a history check to see if Karth knows about any notable kobold wizards?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, are they printed or handwritten?
Um, a large amount of them are printed. Some are handwritten.
So this kobold not only was a wizard, but also at some point made his own printing press plates in Yip Yak.
I mean, we
Printed. I'll
don't
tell you, all
know
of the
that
printed
all
one
of
are in the normal Draconic tongue.
Ah, okay, that's fair.
But you do find one
6.
case. 6, yeah. You have no idea. But I will say you do find one case where you find a book written in Yip Yak, and from reading the first few pages, you realize it's a book you already looked at in your comic. That was
Oh.
printed.
So like he hand wrote the book and then got it printed.
Or he found a printed book and hand translated it into Yip Yak.
Yeah, there's unfortunately no no dates on either.
Yeah.
The printed book is very old. I don't have the exact date in my head, but the date on it is very, very old.
This guy, Karth, having rolled a 6, holding these 2 books, this fucking kobold must have either lived a lot of 11 days, or there were a lot of kobold wizards here.
But the other one, but there's no date on the book that was handwritten.
And like, really, who's ever heard of a kobold wizard?
It's gonna be
And
really
it's all,
disappointing
like,
if we find out the answer and it's just like, oh no, it was just a guy
philosophy.
who taught himself Yip Yak.
Yeah, it's mostly just philosophy, which you've been reading is sort of the philosophy of the book that you were looking at in particular. You would have to read through it more. But it seems to be on the philosophy of the different colored dragons and why that might be. Like, why are different colored dragons the way they are? Not just that they are.
Why is every red dragon the biggest fucking dick in every room?
Yeah, kind of.
Consistently.
So eventually you finish that. You also realize you're getting hungry on the last day. You no longer are exhausted.
Woo!
So you're gonna have to. You've run out of your canned lunch, your packed lunches, because you didn't pack a few, so you didn't have to keep coming out. And so as you're coming out, we will end it here, unless anyone else has anything they would like to say or do. And then next time we'll pick it up as you all take maybe a day or maybe half a day. I don't know. I'll also give Harold the chance to run his couple of days. But also, what we're gonna do is we'll get ready for your journey to the vineyard to see what's going on there.
What are we doing over there?
That was the herald was told to go see what happened because
Oh.
it's the what you were told is that is the supply. That's the place that mainly supplies here. And they have since stopped with their supply.
Gotcha. I do remember
and if
this.
you want, it is called the Wizard. It is called. Hang on a second. It is called the Wizard of the Wines Vineyard. Winery and vineyard, actually, but yeah.
Wizards of the Winery
And
Vineyard?
just like that, our entire backlog of episodes is nuked into oblivion. And we are all hit with a cease and desist.
It doesn't even start with a C. It's WOTW. I don't see what the big copyright issue is.
What the with?
Particularly, it's Wizards of the Winery and Vineyard. So it's really...
What WAV? Watch.wave!
Wizards of the Wine, Winery, and Vineyard.
What woo?
That's too much. They should shorten that. Wizards of the
I
Where's the
think
Wine is enough, I think. What woo?
they're in Barovia. They're bored. Every like
They
a
had
100
another
years,
word.
they just add a new word to the name.
Mm-hmm.
you can tell they no longer measure their wines by year, but by branding. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, this is from the Wizards of the Wine Winery and Vineyard 2.
Oh.
A great selection during that particular branding debacle.
Oh, and this is for Mages of the Wine, Winery, and Vineyard. I remember that.
Oh God!
Good times.
Remember when they tried to break off and they did Wizards of the Whiskey Winery and Vineyard? Terrible.
It's just silly.
It's
Like
just
a whiskey
Oh.
distillery and a vineyard are two different things. Anyway, my theory is that the wizard in the tower is Karth from the future. We're gonna do some
Whoa.
real like 80s X-Men shit.
Holy shit.
He's
Well,
gonna
now you
turn up and be
spoiled it.
like, "I'm from an alternate future
Oh
where
my god.
Tears turned evil and Freya and Walker had a baby and he has one
Whoa.
glowing eye, and he's a super psychic with a white
I
This
don't
streak in his
isn't true.
That's
hair."
too many
How
X-Men
rude. You
podcasts for
I
you.
regenerated.
don't
How
I
think
didn't
rude.
even
hold
really need
on.
the X-Men podcast for that. I was given fucking X-Man by my father. I just didn't know until recently that that's just also Cable. Cable got skinny and became a Phoenix host and just ran around in the apocalypse being fucking Mary Sue, and it's stupid.
I do
That's
not
fake.
want to be that guy, but I think of all the people in the party that you would have Walker have a baby with, Freya is the only one that isn't gonna work.
You don't know.
I don't think
Mm,
vampires. I don't think vampires can have kids.
Just literally an entire movie about how they definitely can. It just probably murders you.
which one was
Are we
that?
talking about Twilight or Van
No,
Helsing?
that's Twilight.
Twilight. I've never watched Van Helsing or Twilight. I just know the plot of Twilight.
I mean, you should watch that Van Helsing movie if you haven't seen it.
Oh, it's the fucking best. It's the best movie
Yeah.
ever made.
Unironically, the Hugh Jackman Van Helsing movie is peak cinema.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I fucking love that film.
I think I was scared away from like the kind of like leathery corset goth aesthetic by the one of those that Jeremy Renner did, and it was terrible.
Oh, the what is that? Jack and
Oh,
Jill? No,
no. Yeah,
the
that's.
Brothers Grimm. No, what the fuck is it?
Forget about that. That is Jack and
No, I
Jill.
think it was Jack and Jill. Yeah.
Yeah, the
No,
Brothers Grimm was
Van Helsing.
different.
Van Helsing ran so fucking Jeremy Renner movie could
Could fucking trip
Fucking
and
trip.
fall down the stairs.
Could get run over by a snowplow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exceptionally bad, and Van Helsing is exceptionally good.
Listen, if you want to see a very good werewolf, that has the best werewolf probably in movies, I would say.
It might be one of the movies ever made.
It is one of the movies ever made.
I wasn't kidding about skinny Cable with one glowing eye, by the way.
Oh.
Oh my god, he even has a normal human hand.
Yep.
Hmm.
Also, he's Jesus now, I guess.
I fucking hate X-Men sometimes.
It's real dumb. It's real dumb.
T. Robin M.
Yes.
Y'all want to do Pirates in an Hour?
Good
I have to go
night.
to bed.
Hmm.
Oh.
Because the work
Good
needs
night,
me.
Pete.
1 in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Alright,
okay.
good night.
Good
Bye,
night,
What about you?
everyone.
What about
By recording.
what about you? By recording?
Yeah, by recording.